Okay, so for the ship, it's pretty much all done. All we got to do is clear coat it. But what we got to do is we got to move on to the base. Let me take the ship. Ugh, it's still, it still is very upsetting to see her like that. All right, let's put her aside for a moment. And let me tell you guys what I had planned. Now, when it comes to the base, I wanted to make it the planet Genesis. And I was thinking, because it's global, so it's covered mostly by water, I was thinking of the blue that I was going to use. I have the tester's blue, but as you can see, one of the problems is it's pretty dark. And when you're looking at the planet from space, it's got kind of a glow to it. So I was thinking about something a little bit lighter. And then I remembered I had the Rust-Oleum, and this is the primer and the paint. And this is kind of like a sky blue. So I think it's going to be a little bit better when we spray it on, and we can use that as a base, and then we can put the continents and eventually the cloud cover on the planet. So why don't we go ahead, and we're going to give this a coat of paint with the Rust-Oleum. Okay, so it had some time to dry. Nice and smooth. I think that's going to be really nice for the base, for the ocean. Okay, so when it comes to the planet of Genesis, you can see we saw it after Mr. Spock's casket was launched to it, where the sun is coming around the corner. We saw it that way. We also saw it when the Grissom was orbiting the planet. So there's a lot of blue and there's a lot of cloud cover. A couple of places there was some continents. This is what I'm thinking for the continents. I got the dark tan. We got the dark green for the forests. We got the lighter green. And we got the white for the clouds. Also, I'm thinking a little bit of black for the shadows, for the you know, the mountains and things like that. I wish I had brown, but I don't have brown. I don't know if this is going to work. Yeah, I don't have brown. Oh, I thought I had brown, but I don't. So we're going to have to work with this. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to start to make continents with the dark tan. All right, so let's start with an outline. Let's see, maybe we got like a South America type continent right there. Got some little islands. Yeah, this paint is gooey and thick, and I don't think we got much more life out of this. All right. Maybe we got some really large lakes on this continent. A little chain of islands. Like that. Looks pretty cool. All right, let's see. Let's make another one over here. And we can make it look like it would fit. Like at one time it was a large continent like Pangea. Looks pretty cool. And maybe we have an island. An island down here. Or maybe we got a bunch of islands. Like that. So that looks pretty good. What do you guys think? Should we go a little larger on that continent? Yeah. All right. Let's let that dry. All right. So when this is going to dry, I think what we're going to do is we're going to put some dark green on the continents, and that's going to signify mountains, where the concentration of trees is going to be high, and grasslands and things like that, because you can see the water, the bodies of water. We don't want to really saturate it either. We'll just put just a bit. And let's see, maybe there's a mountain range over there. Maybe some forests. Down on the islands. Think of that. A little bit of foliage. And maybe a little bit down near Annette Island. What do you guys think of that? And then we'll do this continent, and maybe there's a desert somewhere around there where there's not as much foliage. Maybe because of the region, it's not growing as much down there. Maybe they're a little more sparse as we get out towards the end. Right. All right, so now maybe there's a lot of grassy areas and greener plants, so we'll do the brighter green. Do this brush. Let's do a little bit over here. There we are. All right, let's do the island. How about that? All right, let's do the big continent. Yeah. Got some forests, some mountains. Just kind of speckle it. So let's take it off the cap. See, just enough to kind of speckle it in. You can see that there are shadows. And see there are shadows in the grassy areas as well. Alright, I might have to go into I want to keep it speckled, so I can't put a lot on here. So we'll keep it like that. All right, so let's just little bits of speckling here and there. Maybe on the green. A little bit on the islands. There we go. There. What do you guys think of the continents on Genesis? Alright, I'm happy with that, so let's get everything nice and clean. And the last thing we're going to do is we're going to airbrush clouds. Alright, why don't we start by trying to do it over the water. There we are. Alright, I'm happy with that. Now comes the long, tedious task of cleaning out the paint gun. Okay, so it had some time to dry, and I think it looks pretty cool. You can see the continents underneath the cloud cover, and the hurricane that I made, the eye might be a little large, but it's just starting to form, so that's pretty cool. I'm happy with that. And like, remember at the beginning of the video when I had showed you guys and I told you that the stand had these pieces where you could kind of position the model in the way that you had wanted. So this is going to go in like that, and then the pole goes into that section, just like that. And then you can move the ship, but we're going to put it at an angle. And that's going to go just like that. And it gives it a little bit of height. So what I think we're going to do now, really, the only thing left to do is to clear coat seal it. So why don't we do that right now? All right, we're going to start with the planet. You can see how that kind of brings it together too. Look at that. That just kind of brought it all together. All right, let's put that down right there because that's all set now. Now we're going to do the ship. Let's see. Let's start with the primary hull. Put that in here. And let's wait for that to dry. And when that's all nice and dry, I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so it had some time to dry. Put that in a little block just to show you guys. I need to get one of those little turntables that I can put it on. You can see we'll start by the base. I think the base came out pretty cool. You can see the little continents with the forests, the lakes, cloud cover. And then we work our way up. And that's when the Enterprise is going into the atmosphere of the planet. You can see after the destruct, the auto-destruct, B and C decks are gone, as well as the bridge, obliterated. And then the whole front of the primary hull exploded. And then it was pulled into the orbit of the planet, where it proceeded to burn up in the atmosphere. You can see the scorch marks all over the ship that we had done. We got the Aztecing on. I mean, widen the shot, it makes it look a little bigger. All right, that's cool. You can see, we'll pan through the damage. So, this is an option, my friends. If you have a model kit that you don't know what to do with, or maybe it's not complete, don't throw it out. If you don't want to try selling it on eBay, you could try do something different with it, like I did. I showed you that you can do some pretty cool things with a model. Let me show you the front. Man, Again, I did not enjoy doing that to her. That was traumatic for my childhood. That was probably the worst part of my childhood up to that point, was seeing her blow up on a screen. I couldn't believe it. When I saw Star Trek III: The Search for Spock in the movies, as much as I loved Star Trek the Motion Picture, Star Trek III: The Search for Spock really just bummed me out because of this. I mean, yeah, everybody was happy that Spock came back, but don't get me wrong, I do love Mr. Spock. He's my second favorite. But my favorite is the Enterprise. She's always been my favorite character of Star Trek. And to kill her off would be just as bad as killing off Captain Kirk. You can see this side of the base. You can see more of the decks that are all twisted and scorched after the explosion. I'll show you the port side. You see the nacelle is all scorched. Move into the secondary hull. You can see the damage from the Reliant, as well as the damage caused by the explosion, the auto-destruct, and the burning up in the atmosphere. Go back to the starboard side. You can see the deflector dish, the photon torpedo tubes, the saucer pylon, all the scorching and the damage from the explosion, and back to the front. Head on. And of course, we've got Genesis below, where she's going to burn up in the atmosphere. And that, my friends, is the Enterprise from the auto-destruct. I hope you enjoyed this build in this short series. I've got one more video to conclude this build. I'm going to show you the finished model, and we'll have some fun with green screen, and we'll look at the filming prop, the filming model, and we'll have a look at the movie. But until that, my friends, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.